Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Julie and I make content all about clutter-free living. And today we're going to talk about my nighttime routine, especially with kids. I have 3, and how I'm able to get back some time for myself, spend time with my husband, do my hobbies. How does it actually happen and go down? Especially if you have little kids and you can't even imagine having a moment to yourself, this video is for you. I will show you exactly what we do in the evening with our children and after they go to bed, so that we can actually get some time back for ourselves, prep for the next day, all that good stuff. They say a successful morning begins the night before. So embracing that, I want to show you the habits, the tricks, just the things that are on autopilot for myself and my family that help to set us up for a successful day. How we kind of incorporate our children and train them, because it's not just about making my life easier by having my kids do things that they can do. It's also about how they are going to grow up and what they are going to expect when they run their own homes. So if that is interesting to you, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you like morning, nighttime routines. I have another routine video you can check out right here. We all want unlimited energy and a good attitude, but honestly with kids, sometimes that is not the reality. They can really test us, push boundaries, and so you want to be as prepared as possible so that you're in an offensive stance, right? That you're setting yourself up for success when the next day can bring who knows. So these habits that I'm going to talk about are things that I want you to consider adopting into your life if you don't already, because this has fundamentally changed how I parent and just how I enjoy and experience parenting, and hopefully that can help you too. Now, if you're watching this and you don't have kids, I still think these habits are incredibly useful, because whilst I'm sure you love a good clean sink and dishes and doing some laundry, or maybe you don't, I'm here to tell you there's more important things than laundry, but it is really nice to have a clean and organized, decluttered home. So these habits are clutch when it comes to that. So the first part of my nighttime routine, we're starting at dinner. We clean up dinner. Sometimes, if I'm honest, I'm cleaning up as we go along. I don't always get the chance to sit down for my kids' entire meal, because I'll sit down, they'll ask for something, or I'll have to go get something. I also have an almost 2-year-old, so she's not going to be reliably eating everything by herself. They spill water, I don't know. You know, stuff happens. If you have little kids, let me know in the comments down below. You know, dinner time can sometimes be hectic. So I make simple meals. We repeat a lot of the same meals. I'm not ashamed to say it. Cooking and dinner is not my strength, but as long as they're eating a homemade meal that is balanced, I don't really care if we've eaten it 3 times that week. I just want them to be eating healthy food that will fill them up and that will make them sleep. After we've done dinner, we're washing up the dishes. We do not leave things in the sink overnight, and actually for every meal we wash up right after. That is a really important habit, a technique that you need to take from this video if you're not doing it already. You should be washing up after every meal, especially with kids, and that includes cleaning the table, cleaning the floor, whatever you need to do, as if that meal never happened. I would also say that it is really hard to go and sit down on the couch and watch TV, or go and relax on your bed and then get up and do it later. That never works for me, at least. So make sure you keep up the momentum by having dinner and then going to clean up immediately after that. Get your kids involved. Little kids from any age, I would say, but maybe from about 2 or 3 years old, definitely older ones too, they love to spray and wipe down a table or wipe down the floor. Give them a bottle of spray, even if it's just water. I often do that, and a cloth, and let them go to town, because that's something that they can do to slowly start incorporating them into dinner time and meal prep, and just the amount of work that goes into preparing meals and then cleaning up afterwards. I really am a firm believer in enabling our children to participate in the home. In my previous video, I spoke about how if you live in this home, you have to participate and clean it in whatever is age appropriate for you, tidy it up, declutter, whatever it is, because you're benefiting from the home, and it makes it a lot better if we share the load. I've also started getting my kids to clean the dishes. They enjoy doing this. They ask to do it. Stack the dishwasher. My kids are 5 and 7, the older ones, for reference, so I bet you there is something that you can find your children to do that is safe and educational and enjoyable for them. My approach to meals and just keeping my home clean is that I try and do as many of the chores as possible while my children are still up and about and awake. It is not realistic for me to be able to do all of the stuff once they go to bed. I also don't think that's fair. You know, there's like one of me, there's three of them. Obviously my husband is around as well. And I think it's important that our children see us working in and on our home while they're awake. They are encouraged to participate. They are expected to participate and help. So I don't wait until my children are asleep to do chores and clean up the kitchen. Now, I have a 1-year-old, almost 2-year-old that can sometimes climb up my leg and she wants to be held or she's tired. That's a different story because I'm still working in a different way, right? I'm looking after a baby. But when she allows me to just quickly do a couple of things, I take advantage. If that means the laundry is now done and I need to fold the laundry whilst they're still awake, like I'm not shying away from that. I don't know. Let me know if you guys wait to do chores when your kids are sleeping because you feel this pressure to always be present and like playing with them while they're awake. I disagree with that, to be honest, and I think there needs to be a balance. Yes, play with your kids, obviously. Read to them, interact with them, but also include them in the chores of the house. Then, as we wind down the evening, what we've been doing, either we read upstairs together or we read around the table together. My 7-year-old can read himself, so he often is reading a book or something, and it's just a really nice time to like wind down the evening in their bed with them. I get so tired because reading naturally makes you sleepy, so if I'm sitting and reading at a table, it's less likely that I'm going to fall asleep because by this time of the evening, you know, that 4 to 7 period of time, I'm exhausted. I want to be off duty, and like often that only happens at like 8. So I'm trying my best to get all the things done, to check things off the list. This is just a busy season of life, and I don't want you to feel guilty if you're not doing this picture perfect mom that you have in your mind. You just try and do your best. Then while they're reading or maybe they're playing, I might prep some of their lunches for the day before. Depending if the dishwasher is done, it's probably not done. I'll probably wash a bunch of dishes in the sink. I might see whatever life admin I have to do while they're still awake, something that I can do quickly. Then I'll wipe down the counters and start to reset my kitchen. I did a whole video about my kitchen reset that you can check out probably here, I think, and that way you can see how I do a deep dive into the kitchen. But that will include like vacuuming at night if I need to, which pretty much I do every day. And then also when I'm feeling really on top of the world, I bring out my steam mop, which I really, really love. I'll have the one I use linked down below, and this really helps to reset the kitchen properly and get the floor nice and clean, so when you're walking on it you feel good. It's like my form of self-care. If the kids' toys are lying around everywhere, if their books are a mess, I encourage them to clean up, or we clean up together so that they understand the importance of taking responsibility for their own things and it's not all on me. Then the kids go upstairs. Usually we're splitting up the kids to put them to bed around about the same time, or we put the baby to bed before the other ones. They're very loud, so I think it impacts her sleep. Now my children are getting older and so they don't fall asleep automatically, but that's fine. I'm happy for them to at least go to bed, be in their room, reading a book or just having quiet time. As long as I can't hear them, I don't mind if they fall asleep whenever they are ready. I come back downstairs. I take this opportunity to set out their school clothes, to just kind of make sure I've got everything ready with their backpacks. I just like to prepare as much as I can the day before so that the morning is as seamless as possible. It is finally my time to hang up my mom hat and be off duty. I often make myself a cup of herbal tea, rooibos. If you're South African, let me know if anyone who's South African is watching this. That is the best because it is caffeine free and it's like naturally a little bit sweet. It's really, really good. And then either we'll watch a show, maybe I'll do some work, or I will read a book. I'm really trying to read more in the evenings to just help my mind calm down. Sometimes I take a bath because I am not the best sleeper, and like an Epsom salt bath or just a magnesium bath is really, really helpful to help someone get to sleep. So that has really, really helped me. I'm just slowing things down, reducing the amount of screen time. I'm not watching scary movies around here because then I cannot sleep, and sleep is too precious for me to mess around with. If I'm feeling energetic, I might do some more cleaning and like listen to a podcast or an audiobook, but I don't put that expectation on myself that I have to do this because it's been a long day by that point. We're talking like 8, 9 o'clock. I've been up, you know, a long time and busy from the get-go. So I just try and take it easy and get ready for bed. And then I get ready to go to sleep. And hopefully the thunderstorms are not too loud and I can actually sleep. That is pretty much it. That is like my nighttime routine on an average night. This is not exciting or anything like groundbreaking, but this routine really helps me because it gives me time and energy to rejuvenate, to reflect, to catch up on messages, to do hobbies and things if I want to. And that's really, really important as a mom because we lose ourselves in motherhood and we're still the same person but with new roles added to us. If you are struggling to find more time for yourself, let me know if you try out this routine or this version of a routine. I have a bunch of routine videos on my channel. I also have a bunch of decluttering videos on my channel that you might find helpful so that you can really take control of your home and not feel like you're overwhelmed by stuff. Because when stuff kind of crouches in on you, it's really hard to be able to do this kind of stuff because cleaning and just tidying takes hours. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe if you enjoy videos like this. Give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know what else you want to see from me if something comes into your head. Remember to be kind to those around you, and I will see you in my next video.